Paulina drew back the curtain which concealed this famous statue. So perfectly did it resemble Hermione that all the king's sorrow was renewed at the sight. For a long time he had no power to speak or move. So finally, when all of them they reached at Paulina's home, and Paulina pulled back the curtains where the statue was concealed. So when the king looked at the statue, it was such a perfect resemblance of the Queen Hermione that the king's sorrow was renewed. His grief became fresh once again by looking at the statue. So for a long time, he had no power to speak or move because he was so much in wonder and also in grief. He had mixed feelings of wonder, amazement, grief, sorrow, that he had no power to speak or move. I like your silence, my liege, said Paulina. So Paulina said that, my lord, I liked your silence. It the more shows your wonder, so your silence is expressing your wonder, your amazement. Is not this statue very like your queen? So isn't this statue resembling your queen? At length the king said. So what the king answered after a pause. Oh, thus she stood, even with such majesty when I first wooed her. So the king remembered the old days, and he said that when I first tried to gain her love, even at that time she was standing in the same manner with the same majesty as this statue is standing today. But yet Paulina, Hermione was not so aged as this statue looks. But he said one thing, that Hermione was quite young, but this statue is looking